We're here with another Weebaholic podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Today I have a very special guest, as you see. Before we get into the episode, y'all remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notification bells to notify for all the podcasts and clips. Go follow our anime Instagram at anime_genshow, where we post polls, some of the episodes, and all that good stuff. And go follow my co-host at I.of.lens. He's not here today, but go follow him because he does photography, all that good stuff. And before we even get into the episode, y'all go make sure to go follow Dakota Shops because they do great merchandises. They do denim jackets, phone cases, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. And if you want a discount, use the code anime_genshow for 10% off. And yeah, go shop. So, like I said, I have my very special guest here. Would you introduce yourself for the people?
Hi, my name is Simone, and I am making maple on TikTok, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, thank you for coming on. It's an honor. So we're going to have some anime questions. We're going to talk it up and call it a day. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. My first question, which I ask almost everybody, what got you into anime? Like, what was your gateway anime? Well, first, how'd you get into anime? Then, like, what was your first anime?
How I got into anime was my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was obsessed with Sailor Moon growing up. Of course, when she was raising me, I watched Sailor Moon. Some of my first animes were Black Butler, No Game No Life, and Rosario Vampire.
Okay.
Those were my starting, and I've kind of just branched off from there.
Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty. My second question, what anime are you watching right now?
Right now, I am watching The Promised Neverland season 2.
Okay, I was gonna ask you because everybody's talking about that. Do you read manga? Do you read manga or no?
I do. I had a collection, but I sadly had to sell most of it when I moved. But I do have some pieces. I have, I think, volumes 2 through 12 of Black Butler. I've got a couple of Attack on Titan, and I think I have some Razor. I'm wanting to get the Promised Neverland books though.
Okay. So I was gonna ask you cause a lot of people I know that have read the manga, they're telling me like the manga is so much different than the show.
Yeah, it is. I've seen of it.
Yeah, I've seen every episode of this season. So how do you like this new season, or do you feel like it's a little rushed? What do you feel like?
I like it. I've been meaning to rewatch them because I have to rewatch some things a couple times to like fully understand the meaning.
Yeah.
But I like it so far. I don't think it's rushed. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. It's just some things for like have you seen every episode, right? So I don't want to.
I haven't seen the newest episode yet.
Okay. That one I think is very, very rushed, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Alrighty.
My next question: what are some animes you think are overrated? Like you think overrated? You gotta give me 3.
Overrated animes?
Yes.
Okay, bet. So one of the animes I think it isn't really overrated anymore, but it was Sword Art Online. I can't I can't with that anime. I personally think there's so many plot holes with that. My second overrated.
Yeah, because I think the community now acknowledges that it wasn't good because when it first came out 2013, I wasn't watching anime yet. So I can't really remember like how much the hype was or whatever. So, but I did hear a lot of hype. So
I remember it, like I started watching anime probably about the beginning of 2012. And I remember when Sword Art Online came out and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then like I watched it and I was like, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be so much better. Like I respect you of like people who like watch it and they like it, but me personally, I just cannot get past it. Like I think there's so many filler episodes and I just
you're just through with it. You're through with it.
Yeah, and two more overrated. Oh, God, this is hard because mostly I agree with like all of the hype. I don't know. Can we come back to that question?
Yeah, we'll come back to this one. Okay, my next question that's like right after this. sub or dub, what you watching? Like, let's say maybe you're in college. What, you're in college, right?
Yeah,
So,
I'm
like, so okay. So let's say you're typing a paper or something like that or whatever, and you want to put some anime on. Are you putting dub on because you can, you can speak English, so you understand it, or you just like, nah, I'm not doing that. It's too bad.
Okay. This is really controversial, but it comes to the show. Like, okay, so here, I talk about this a lot because it is one of my favorites. So Black Butler, right?
Mm-hmm.
That anime, I prefer to watch it in dub. One, because one of my favorite voice actors is in that, J. Michael Tatum. I love that man. But I think it's based, I think it is purely based on what the show is about, the plot, and where it is based.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember hearing stories about like people watching Attack on Titan in German and not Japanese because it is set in that time period in that place, and it was pretty enjoyable. But personally, overall, I'm gonna watch sub.
Yeah, okay. I feel it.
Like certain voice actors, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to watch that in that with that character.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like I watch like I remember like maybe my first 4 or 5 anime were like dub, but like I watched stuff like that one time I didn't stop. But like I feel like there's some good dub ones like Death Note. It's a good dub.
Yeah, Death Note is
Naruto was a good dub, I think. Who else? Full Metal Alchemist has a good dub. Like all those shows like that have good dubs. So I mean, most of the time the dub isn't good, but there's some occasions where it can be good.
I think
Okay,
my favorite dub has got to be Ghost Stories, though. That
okay.
is got to be my
My
favorite.
my co-host, he's watched that. He told me it's great. I should watch it, but I haven't, so I will watch it. So we gotta get back to that. Are you ready to get back to that question though? The overrated. Do you have any?
Some over. I got.
It's okay if you don't. We can come back again.
I don't. I gotta think about it more.
Okay. So my next question for you is: what is your opinion on like a long-running show, like the One Pieces, the Naruto's, Dragon Ball? Like, what is your opinion of those? Like, do you think you have enough commitment to sit down, stay up to date with those? Do you think they're overhyped? Do you think they should be shorter? What's your opinion on long-running animes?
Personally, I can't sit down and have that much commitment to something. But like I will, like this is probably really bad of me, but for things like Fairy Tale, right? Like we all know Fairy Tale is long as crap. So what I used to do to catch up on Fairy Tale is like I watched like maybe the first like 4 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would watch these YouTube videos that would like summarize each season after that, and that's how I would catch up. I wouldn't actually watch the show because I'd be like, God,
I
there's
don't think
no.
I could do that because it's like I won't feel like I feel like I'm cheating myself. Like I've
Yeah,
done
I
that.
know.
Okay.
But like with big shows like that, like sometimes if I know that something really exciting is wanting to happen, I'm like, okay, but like I don't want to disappoint myself with like watching a bunch of filler
Yeah.
episodes like
No,
that.
no,
So if I
I totally agree with like skipping fillers and long range shows because
yeah.
why watch them? They're not important. But like yeah, like I've tried to do that and I just feel icky. Like I have to go back and watch it. Like I finished Naruto, I finished Bleach. I'm currently like in the one like I'm about 730 episodes in One Piece. So like I've done that. It's just like with Naruto, like the first Naruto was my first anime, so I didn't know what fillers were yet. So I watched everything sadly. Bleach, it's about 200 episodes of filler in that show. It feels like in One Piece, it doesn't have a lot of fillers, so it's just extremely long for no reason. But I
Yeah.
could see how somebody maybe watch the recap or something. Maybe you want to see the big fight, so I could see how you do it.
Yeah,
So
I can't sit so long through things like
I agree. I see. So now I'm gonna ask you some TikTok questions, then we'll get back to anime questions.
all
Okay.
right.
How did you start your TikTok? Was it like a normal TikTok, like everybody quarantines, or did it start off as you just doing something?
I didn't okay, so like I used TikTok like the beginning of 2019, but I never like had an actual like account.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never posted anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't start creating, I guess, content until November of 2019.
Yeah.
And I was like when I grew up with anime, And when I was in middle school and when I was in high school, everybody made fun of people watching anime. So like I was really closeted about it. So like I didn't tell anybody unless somebody approached me. I was just like, nah, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it because I didn't want to get bullied or like made fun of for
Yeah.
something I enjoyed. But when I first started TikTok, I I just posted regular videos, trying to get used and trying to figure out how to use the app. But then when I saw anime started becoming more popular and people were like, becoming more accepting of it, I was like, oh my God, this is my time to shine. I got this. And I kind of got a lot of feedback from that saying, oh, she's just doing it because it's a trend. And like people are telling me to constantly prove myself, but like I don't have to do that.
I think the video I found you of is The Devil is a Part-Timer, which I'm watching that show right now. It's a good show. And I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, I think that's also cool because I started this YouTube like about 5 months ago or whatever. And basically, I didn't really I'm not gonna say I got bullied, but I did get a lot of heckling with my high school coach or whatever, because my last year or whatever, I guess at my school, it wasn't really cool being an anime. And I was like this person who was basketball player into it, so it was just like, I guess I didn't fit it. They thought I was doing it for a trend too, because I was the only person who really liked it. So I was just like, no, it's actually pretty good. It's not just anime titties or something. I don't
Right.
know.
I told all the time I don't fit the stereotype of someone who watches anime. And I'm just like, what do you mean?
You
Like,
definitely like you're watching a Riverdale on the weekends, though. I'm not gonna lie to
like
you.
I get it all the time, and I'm like, and it's fun fact, I've never ever watched an episode of Riverdale. Like I have no idea what it's about.
I don't either. Alrighty, my next TikTok issue little question. What are some of your challenges of like being a TikTok? I'm sure you probably don't have any. You probably love it, but if you have any challenges, is
I
it the
have.
the hate comments?
I don't really get that much. Like I don't get that many comments in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll get a few like kind of creepy comments, and I'm just like, oh, that's easy to deal with. Like yeah, and some hate comments saying like I did like an opening try not to react to it, and I got a lot of hate on that, and I was just like having fun.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, it's not that hard, or like and the opening for Attack on Titan was in there, like, oh, you're saluting wrong, and I was like, how is that possible? Some of the other challenges though is that I am a very creative person, but I don't know how to like make it into where it looks appealing. Like I do
Or
have,
just using TikTok and knowing how to promote your
yes,
idea.
in high school I was a yearbook person all throughout high school. So like I'm okay, like I'm really good at editing and photography and stuff like that, but trying to make that into like using my phone,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard because I'm used to like my cameras, I'm used to editing software, and having to do it all on your phone is kind of like
Stressful.
yeah, some of these like there's kids out there that are like 14 and they've got like thousands of followers, and just because they learned how to do one cool editing trick, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So I struggle a little bit with that. That's the only thing I have on TikTok, other than I get a lot of comments referring to me as like a what was it? I got called a trap one time.
I don't even know what that is. I don't
You
know
don't
what
know what a trap is?
such.
A trap, like a God, what's a like Felix, like the character. Oh, God, I feel like an idiot now. A trap is basically where like if a boy looks like a girl, and
I'm being slow. Okay, my bad.
like I
I,
get like I've been told I look like a trap, and I'm like, oh God.
that's kind of mean.
That's like the only thing I get. That's like my only challenge is that I get people like commenting on my looks, but I'm used to that now. It doesn't really bother me.
Okay. I see. I see. That's good. That's good. That's not a lot of challenging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the upside of TikTok? Like, do you think it's meeting fellow anime weaves? Is it just talking about anime in general? Like, what do you love about it the most?
Personally, I just love that a lot of animes and a lot of like content creators who like that are like cosplaying or like drawing anime types, and I think that's so cool. Like I'm so happy that we're finally getting like our time to shine, I guess. Like
Yeah.
that content creators who share the same interests are like forming this big community, and we're coming together, and I really like that, because I love seeing like people do cosplays, because I want to cosplay so bad, but I don't have the skills to do that. So I'm so glad that most of my For You page is just covered with anime content, and it's just something I can see every day, and it just makes me so happy.
Yeah, I personally agree too. It's just like 90% of my TikTok is probably anime stuff. So that,
Yeah.
that is good. Okay. My next question for you: If you could do a collab with two people on your from like two TikTokers, who would it be? They can be anime related people or not. Like they can be celebrities, two people, and they can be dead or alive too. You only two people.
And okay, I'll do two TikTok creators.
No, not even creators. You can do just two people in general, like celebrities,
In
TikTok.
general?
Yeah,
Okay.
dead or alive.
Gosh. Oh my god, this is so hard. Um hmm. Probably J. Michael Tatum
Mm-hmm.
and Stephen King.
Okay, cool. Wait, Stephen King's still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
It took me a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He's old.
Oh,
He's
he's
still alive.
probably like 90,
I
80.
think so.
Okay. My next question for you, we're gonna get back to the little back to anime stuff. You gotta give me top 3 anime arcs that you like. Like it doesn't have to be like the best in your opinion, but just anime arcs you really like. Like maybe something from Fairy Tale, maybe
Oh, this is hard. 3 of my favorite arcs, huh? I think one of my favorites is the Book of Circus and Black Butler. That was probably one of my favorite arcs. Um,
2 more.
2 more. Gosh, this is
Remember,
hard.
these aren't your all time. These are just 2 you really like. You don't have to be like all time. Just 2 you really like.
What are yours? I'm curious. I know this flips the flips.
Uh,
It's gonna take me a minute. I gotta.
Let me think. I think of 3.
Hmm.
There's this. I don't know if you've seen this called Bungo Stray Dogs or whatever.
I've seen clips of it. I haven't fully finished it yet.
So in season 3, we get the Daza, we get his backstory. That's probably one of my favorite like arcs, and he's a funny character, lovable, and he's very very deep under the surface. Then number 2, I'm gonna go with the show. This is from Bleach. This is called the Soul Society Saving arc. Is the first major arc of the show, and I think after that the show it declines very fast, sadly. And then my first one is called Marineford from One Piece. I mean, it's the best arc of the show. I think the best arc in shonen history, personally. Yeah, that's probably my 3rd, I think. Now you gotta give me your other two. Your other 2. Come on.
My other two. Okay, so God, I don't remember the name of the arc, but it's oh gosh, I can't remember it, but it's from Fairy Tale. It's
Tournament War.
no.
We can come back if you want. It's okay. We can come back.
Okay.
Okay. If you could make a career, I mean, TikTok is you could make a career out of that. But if you could make like a big like career, like you could just drop out of college for it and make real money off of it. And would you choose voice acting? Would you be a manga creator, or would you be like the people who makes the storyboards?
Oh, that's a hard one because I used to take voice acting classes when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always wanted to be a voice actor because that's
Mm-hmm.
like one of my dream careers. But I love writing because my major in college is communications, and I'm minoring in English and minoring in creative language. So like I love writing. So, gosh, this is hard. I probably want to do voice acting though, because just I believe that you can make a story, but you can't bring it alive until you have the characters of the voice.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
I think the way that the voice sounds to a character can completely change how they're perceived by the audience.
I agree. I agree. I think I'm really interested in voice acting, and that I want to like go to college. I want to find a way to make that happen. So
I wish there was like a way I could take classes through college and that be like, but I know there's like special voice acting schools, but like I wish that was something at like every college that
yeah,
could something that could be made into a career.
I agree. So my next question, I have like about 4 or 5 more questions left, and then yeah.
Um,
Okay, so my next question is: I see you have a little poster collection. You have a little poster collection right there. Is that a posters? You have some
yeah.
posters? Okay.
Um. So, do you want me to talk about those?
Yeah, if you can.
All right. So before I moved here to Tennessee, I lived with my mom in North Carolina, and I
Okay.
had this huge anime collection. Like my whole room was covered in anime posters. I had so
Same. I'm about to show you. I have like 15 up right now. I'm about to show you.
I used to have so many, and I had so many figurines. I had shelves full of manga, but I had to move here, so I had to sell most of my stuff.
Dang.
Um, those are some of my remaining posters. I have School Live from they're called Muse, and it's from a Rhythm Icon game. It's really fun. It used to be really popular back in like 2013, I think. I still play it, but I'm pretty rusty. And that's just a show about high schoolers becoming like J-pop stars. So
Yeah.
it's really cute. And then that poster is No Game No Life with Shiro and what's her name? She's gosh, I can't remember her name, but that's the two of them. And then I have a couple more posters, but I think they fell down, sadly. And those are from Koyabashi's Dragon Maid, of the little girl with the white hair. I can't remember anybody's name today.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
And then I have some posters hiding in my closet that are still haven't been unpacked. Of Black Butler, of course. I've got Attack on Titan, and I think I have a few Minecraft posters too.
Okay. You have a nice collection. Nice collection. Okay. My next question is: would you ever do cosplay? Like,
Yeah,
or have you done cosplay?
I have done closet cosplays. I actually, when I lived back in North Carolina, I think probably my freshman or sophomore year, my little town, I lived in a really small town. They had like these
Mm-hmm.
like gaming conventions, and they had like cosplay tournaments and stuff like that. It was so fun. And I remember one year I went as Mariah Kuriyama from Beyond the Boundary, which is like my top three. That's my favorite. Oh my god, I love that anime so much. I went as her one time, and I had like spray painted a piece of cardboard as my like her sword, and like I had her uniform and everything. And then one year, I went as I think I just went as like a cat maid from Nekopata,
Mm-hmm.
which was really kind of funny because nobody knew where I was from, and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. You don't have to know about that. I do plan on doing more cosplays though. I have a list. I'm being told from a lot of people in my comments that I look like Toga Himiko from My Hero. I haven't watched My Hero yet.
Right. I see
Um,
it. I see it.
I've been told I look like her a lot because I did like a hairstyle that
Mm-hmm.
resembles hers,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was like, "Oh my god, you look like Toga," and I was like, "Who is that?" watching it before I cosplay, so I get like a whole view of who she is, because I don't think it's right to cosplay a character without like having some background
Yeah.
knowledge on them.
Yeah.
A few more, just a more oddball cosplays, but I do plan on cosplaying more.
Yeah. For sure. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Okay. Well, I have one more question, but then we can go back to the other two that you still haven't answered.
Okay.
You gotta give me your top 5 anime all the time.
Top 5 anime of all time?
Yeah.
Jeez. Definitely Beyond the
5,
Boundary.
no, 5 to 1 or 1 to 5. Which order are you going? Are you going from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
I'll go 5 to 1. Okay, let me change my order really quick. So, does it have to be anime or can it be like movies too, like Ghibli movies?
Sure.
Okay. So number 5 is definitely the Ghibli movie Ponyo.
Yeah, I've seen Ponyo. Okay, I've seen that.
That's like that was my all-time favorite movie I watched in childhood. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, I had plushies and everything. It was a nightmare from my mom. Number 4. Number 4 definitely has to be. I'm trying to remember. It's got a weird name. It's kind of underrated. Not a lot of people know about it. And number 4 would probably have to be Aiko. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really interesting. Oh gosh. But the plot is kind of confusing at some points.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 has to be Death Note. Death Note has.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good one.
Beyond the Boundary is number 2, and Black Butler is number 1.
Okay, that's the extra 5. Got you. Okay. Do you want to revisit the 2 questions, or you still don't have an answer for me?
Another overrated anime. Trying to think. It's been a while since I've like thought of something was overrated. Don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball. Like I did watch that growing up, but I wasn't like into it, but like I did
No,
watch it.
I've never watched it. No, I haven't watched the whole episode through. So
I've
I
watched
agree.
you like I know like the characters' names and I know the plot of like Dragon Ball Z, but like anything after that, like I tried to get into it, but I feel like it's just a repeat of the first season and they just keep,
Yeah, that's how I feel too. That's why I would never get into
I
it.
feel like that's pretty overrated. Like, I mean, to each their own. I'm not judging anybody who adores the show or not.
Yeah.
But in my
Yeah,
opinion,
your personal opinion.
yeah, I just not my cup of tea. What's the other one? Oh gosh, I just had it in my head.
It was wait, you had another overrated one, or was the art your favorite arcs?
That was overrated.
Okay, wait. All right. You said Sword Art Online, Dragon Ball. You gotta give me one more.
And I gotta give you one more.
Haikyuu, My Hero, Demon Slayer.
Watched Haikyuu.
Oh, okay.
I've watched Kuroko no Basket. I've watched that, and I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not really into sports anime, so like, but like,
I like Kuroko no Basket. It's a good. Somebody plays basketball. I like it. It's cool.
yeah, like I liked it. I didn't think it was bad. It just I'm more fantasy, mystery, and romance kind of.
Yeah.
So another overrated one, probably. From what I've heard, a lot of people say My Hero Academia is really good, but I'm just too scared to like watch it because of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard like the community is really toxic, and I'm just like. So I mean, I've heard that it's kind of overrated. Mm-hmm. To me personally, if I hear that a show has like a 5th season, mm-hmm. I'm like, it's either a hit or miss for me, because it can either be really good and like they know what they're doing when writing it and creating it, but at the mm-hmm. same time it's like, are they just doing it as a cash grab? Or anyway, I think I see that one all the time. Mm-hmm. So I guess I can say that one's overrated, but I can't really because I haven't seen it. But if I'm doing it from an outside point, it's pretty overrated.
Okay. Do you have any arcs? I don't want your brain to just bust from not be able to remember. If you don't got any, it's cool. But
Oh no, I mean, the Black Butler Circus one.
you gave me one. I said just three, right? Yeah, three.
Yeah, you just said three. One of my favorite arcs was probably Lucy's backstory in Fairy Tale.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. That was really cool. And also I love her costume for Aries because I'm an Aries, so I love it, of course. Hmm. I don't know. I can't give you a third one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I know this is all on the spot. So for
Yeah.
my last final question of the night,
Alrighty.
did you enjoy coming on today?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Well, this is it. You can shout out all your stuff, your TikTok, your Instagram. You can tell where to follow you at, give them the ads, all that stuff.
Alrighty. So you guys can follow me on TikTok at Making Maple, and on Instagram you guys can follow me at oops.mone. I know it sounds really weird, but it's a acronym for my name. And on Twitter it's the same thing, Making Maple, but I think it's like 03 at the end of it. So yeah.
Okay. So thank you for coming on again. And y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. Go follow our anime Instagram at anime_again show. And have a good day, y'all. Peace.